An insanely huge creative update just dropped. We have swimmable water, tanks, Chapter 3 prefabs. There is so much to cover, so let's just get straight into it. First up, we got this new template island. It's the Chapter 3 Greasy Grove POI as a template island, which has some cool Chapter 3 terrain for anybody who wants to use it. But most importantly, we now have the Chapter 3 houses, gas station, and a whole range of brand new crops. Now everything is copyable except for the roads and sidewalks, sadly, but it's super cool seeing all of these pieces finally in creative mode. Really hope to see more POI based template islands in the future. Now let's take a look at the new prefabs. We didn't get the new houses as prefabs, however we did get the gas station B prefab, and Spillux gas station. Starting with the Spillux station, we have really cool green and white exterior pieces, with some really cool interiors. Now I'm not sure how many of these props are new to creative, but we have some awesome signs and posts now. We also have gas station B, which has a nice red color scheme. It's very similar to the other gas station but a completely different color scheme than the previous one. Both are extremely cool prefabs to now have in creative to finally improve gas stations in people's maps. Next up, we also received 3 Chonka Speedway prefabs, with the garage, the restaurant, and the seating area. I accidentally placed this one down twice, so ignore that. Starting off with the seating area, it has a really cool billboard on top, along with some nice basic walls and props. Next up is the restaurant. It has these awesome new booth pieces, along with these really nice red and blue walls which can be used in a whole range of different builds. Overall, another very welcomed prefab. And finally is the garage, with a cool layout and more props. I'm sure these Chonka prefabs will help out a lot with racetrack maps and builds. I'm only going to cover these 2 galleries. But first up, we got the Chapter 3 Desert Nature, which includes these awesome new plants and cacti. I love these blue ones, along with a range of different tree types and multiple desert rocks, some of which we never had a variant in the Chapter 1 Desert Nature gallery. It's super cool seeing new nature get added into creative, and it's one of my favorite things to build. And next up is the Chonka Speedway crops. There are so many new and amazing props inside of this gallery that I recommend you take a look for yourself too, such as these new billboards and containers. This is a great update for prefabs, galleries and even props. Let's move on to devices, which we have a lot to cover, starting with tanks. We actually got the tanks in creative mode, and they work exactly the same as in Fortnite. It also has all of these settings like other vehicles. After this, we have the 2 different turret cannons, starting with this one from IO. You can shoot with it, and even launch yourself. And this turret simply can only shoot, but both make turret choices a bit more customizable now with multiple to choose from. Very nice additions. After this is the video player device, which as it says plays videos. Now I don't think you can enter custom videos onto it, however simply having it in the first place is really cool after waiting for months. I haven't taken a good look through the settings yet, so I may be wrong. After this is the VFX Creator device, which allows you to choose a particle, and create your own VFX with it. Like this gust of leaves, for example. We also for some reason got this Malay Manager device, however we don't have the Malay weapons yet, so I believe this was a mistake, but shows that we're finally getting closer to receiving the Malay weapons. And for the big device, we finally have a swimmable water tile. You can change it like volume devices. Start up a game, and now you have a completely swimmable water tile. We have wanted a device like this since swimmable water was introduced in Chapter 2, and after all this time we finally have one. And it does not disappoint. You can now make custom ponds, rivers and lakes, floods, and the list goes on. But overall, every single one of these devices are game changing for creative mode and definitely is hugely appreciated. Now one final note, we also received the new Ranger shotgun weapon, and the throwable tire item. And that wraps up the main stuff in this update. This has been one of the largest updates to creative mode in a long time, and I'm super hyped for the future of creative. Make sure to comment anything I missed, and tell me your favorite thing from today's update. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, my creator code is NovaJ, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.